Hello, my dear young children. A fabulous morning, everybody. This is Venugopalachari, your English teacher in Dr. Besant School. I'm so delighted once more to welcome every one of you for today's learning session. And in this revision video, I would like to recapitulate all the textual grammar skills given in your workbook. So, dear children, and today's topic is about the apostrophe for possession. Okay, right. The apostrophe, the mark is like this. It's like comma, but comma is placed under, comma is placed, very adjacent after the word. For example, Rama, Hari, Giri, and friends. So after Rama, so immediately after the word, we are punctuating commas. But whereas apostrophe mark also will be like that, like this or like that. So it is placed on the top of the word. So it is used to show belonging or possession. So something or somebody belongs to someone or something. So that something belongs to someone, we use apostrophe with the letters S to show the possession. Okay? Example, child's ball, the child's ball, the child's ball. So if written like this, so definitely, it sounds like plural form, as if you committed wrong, as if you have done something wrong. So actually child is singular and children is plural. The children, ball, or the children choice, the children, books, like that we can say. But here, because of there is no apostrophe, it sounds something not good. But if you mark like this, yes form is there, yes form. Okay, after apostrophe, there should be an S. Then something belongs to someone. So now the ball belongs to the child. It is the child's ball. It is the child's ball. Okay, so this is the way. Now here in this topic, we have 4 rules. Let us discuss everything clearly, and questions will be covered from this topic, dear children. So let's concentrate more. Okay, the apostrophe has been used to show that the ball belongs to the child. There are 4 main rules for adding the apostrophe for possession. Let's understand them. Rule number 1. If the noun is singular, add apostrophe plus add. For example, book is singular. Book is singular. Add apostrophe plus s. Books. Okay. Likewise, tree. Trees. Okay. Bus. Buses. School. Schools. If the noun is singular, if the noun is one singular, add apostrophe plus s. Okay, that is the first rule. Here example is given, the cap of the bottle's cap. The bottle's cap. For example, the tail of the monkey's tail. The monkey's tail. Likewise, the branch of the tree's branch. Okay, likewise, for example, any other? Okay, the wing of the bird. the wing of the bird, the bird's wing, the bird's wing, like that, because here we are talking about a singular noun. So add apostrophe plus s, that belongs to something. For example, leg of the table, leg of the table, the table's leg, the table's leg, the cap of the bottle, the bottle's cap, like that. Likewise, second one, if the noun is plural, add apostrophe plus s. If the noun is plural, add apostrophe plus s. For example, man is singular and men is plural. Men is plural, apostrophe, men's, men's veil. Okay, for example, woman and women, add apostrophe yes, women's. Okay, right. Likewise, child is singular, children is plural, children's writings, children's stories, children's novels, like that. Okay, right. The third rule is, if the noun is singular and ends in s, still add apostrophe plus s. For example, as I told you, bus ends with s. Likewise, can you tell me a singular noun ends with s? Ends with s. Okay, right. So understand, a singular noun ends with s also, simply add apostrophe and s, that belongs to something. Bus's wheel, the wheel of the bus, bus's wheel. Okay, likewise, if the noun is plural and ends in s, add apostrophe and s. For example, see now, boys, boys. So this is s marker is here, okay, to make this noun plural form. It's a plural form. Then if you add apostrophe, that's all. Add apostrophe and no need of yes. No need of yes. Add just an apostrophe. It means the whole boys, the whole boys, the whole community of the boys. Okay. Schools. For example, schools. Schools plural. This is already plural form. If you want to refer the entire schools, all schools, no, then simply add apostrophe. Schools. So these four rules are very important, dear children. Okay. Now, if you turn the page 23, you can come here. Look at the table below for more examples. Singular nouns, cow's horns or sharp. Cow's horns, singular. Give me Raman's address. Raman is singular, so simply apostrophe. Yes, plural form. These are men's clothing. Are the children's books? Right. And singular nouns ends with s. Bus's wheel were changed. This is my boss's cabin. Plural ends with pen's lids. Pen's lids. Girls' school, like this. So, dear children, and the next item is formal writing. We have discussed already about message writing, and questions will come in this way. For example, what are the parts of a formal writing? I mean, a message writing. There must be a date and time. Date should be written left side and time should be written right side. Okay. Below that, salutation, and there must be a heading. That is optional. Heading. Okay. And salutation. Dear, mummy or mummy, dad or dear dad, like that. Body of the message. Below that, the signature of the writer. The signature of the writer. So here he may ask you questions like this. So which of the following parts given below is not the part of message writing? So he will give you 3 parts and 1 will be given out of that. So you will have to identify. Okay. So this is the way he will test you. Dear children, understand, and hardly 1 or 2 questions will come from formal writing, message writing. Likewise, diary entry also we have discussed diary entry, and just you please follow the format. And now let's move to once more Let's move to once more. The topic is colon. Next one is colon. The next topic is colon. So this is colon. The mark is colon like this. Now let's come to the usage of colon. It is used to introduce a word or a list. It makes the reader stop and pay attention to the information. It is also used to separate hours from minutes and numbers in ratio. So particularly when you write, okay, timings. So 10:30. So 10:30 p.m. Likewise, ratio. Okay, how do you write ratio? For example, 2, 2:3, 2:3, like this. Okay. Likewise, when you want to introduce a word or a list, we can use colon. Examples: Rosie has only one friend. Sometimes we say orally, that is, like that. Tina. So without saying that is, okay, Rosie has only one friend. Only one friend. So colon Tina. So colon, okay, tells clearly, okay, something very okay, stressing, in a stressing manner. So Rosie has only one friend, that is Tina. We read books by 3 authors: colon Ronald Dahl, J.K. Rowling, and Charles Dickens. Our football match starts, okay, at 8:30. When you write timings, this is the way we can write. And dear children, on page number 21, a nice exercise is given. You please follow those examples. That is enough for you, and questions will be covered from that topic. So you please prepare well. Please prepare well. And the next important, most important topic is that is about punctuation is more important, Andy. So I would like to teach you once more punctuation. About capital letters, a nice acronym is given to remember all the punctuation, necessary punctuation. So punctuation is very important. Okay, right. So punctuation can be tested in 2 ways. One is, he will give you the sentence with, okay, no punctuation marks are applied and no punctuation marks are even followed. For example, see like this: Reena is happy. Reena is happy to be in okay, India. This is sentence given, no? Sorry, this is like this given, India. Okay, in this sentence, actually no punctuation marks are followed, but when we write a sentence in English, usually begins with a capital letter. Reena is the proper noun. Okay, and also beginning of the sentence, so that R should be capital letter. Reena is happy. Reena is happy to be in India. So I should be capital letter here again. So because this is proper noun. Whenever you write proper nouns, okay, use capital letters, okay, at the beginning or at the end or at the, okay, in the middle of the sentence. Okay, this is the way some sentences will be given with no punctuation marks. So you need to apply all the punctuation marks and rewrite the sentences correctly. Okay, that is one method of testing. And the next one is where we use capital letters, where we use okay punctuation marks, and a detailed description is given. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is given as mints, mints, MINTS. Remember this word. Let us discuss now each one. Okay, then what does M stands for? Let us discuss now. What does M stand for? Many words always start with a capital letter. Remember the acronym MINTS for the correct usage of capital letters. This is specially for capital letters. When do we use capital letters? And without having any confusion, let's discuss now. Names of months and names of days. So while writing sentences, whenever you want to write names of months as well as names of days, we use capital letters. At the beginning, Christmas is celebrated in December. Okay, my school started on Monday, so M should be capital letter. Likewise, this is M, names of months and names of okay days. And I, this is actually about the personal pronoun I. The person who is speaking, I want to become a doctor. I want to become an engineer. Okay, I want to become okay a good orator, a politician, like this. So I, the personal pronoun I, always should be capital letter at the beginning or at the end or in the middle of the sentence. Next one, N stands for names of people, states, cities, countries, etc. So these all come under proper nouns. As we all know that proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. So names of countries, states, okay, cities, okay, etc., etc. Okay, proper nouns comes under proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. For example, my sister Mala studies in Bhopal, okay, Madhya Pradesh state. So that's very simple, nice example. Our class went to Thailand last week. So Thailand is the name of the town, I mean country. So T should be capital letter. Likewise, titles of the books and movies. Okay, titles of the books and movies. Merchant of Venice. So begin with a capital letter. Okay. So I am going to watch The Beauty and the Beast tonight. So that is the name of the movie. Names of the movies, names of the novels, books begin with a capital letter. So T, titles of the books. And S stands for, okay, starts sentences. Simran went home. She met her dogs. So whenever you begin a fresh sentence in English, okay, sentence begins with a capital letter. So a nice acronym is formed, MINT. You remember mints, okay, so that you can easily remember the capital letters where we use, okay, in our writing language. It's very easy, dear children. So this is about our revision today. So lot many things are there. Next one is prefixes, suffixes also we have seen. Okay, and nouns, abstract nouns, proper nouns, common nouns and collective nouns. So we thoroughly discussed, okay, dear children, and also opposite words. Okay, so this is about your syllabus, and hardly, okay, a few questions you will face from your textbook side. Dear children, your syllabus is very easy for exam, and as we discussed, your exam will be, okay, objective mode as well as some blanks will be provided for writing one word or one line answer, a short phrase, a word or a short phrase to complete the answers, and 15 marks will be given for objective mode, and rest of 5 marks will be given for writing one word or one phrase answers. So this is about your exam. So believe yourself, you can do it very easily, and you take care of your preparation. Thank you all very much, and goodbye everybody.